Hello folks, once again, Volgora, and my beer review. Today, Portland Brewing Noble Scot Scottish Ale. This is from the Portland Brewery Company, whatever. Portland, Oregon. I don't think they have any other breweries, just Portland, Oregon. 6.5 alcohol by volume. It says Noble Scot is a complex and full-bodied Scottish ale with notes of toast and caramel and a sweet, subtle smokiness for the bonny days of fall. I don't know what bonny days of fall means, but whatever. Ooh. Interesting smell. Using my Olympia glass this time. And it's frozen. That is really different. It almost smells sour. I hope I got a good beer. It got good reviews on Beer Advocate, which I was gonna pull up. Almost thought I forgot my phone. Okay. Well, the head kind of disappeared. So, yeah. This beer looks like this dark bottle. It would look like a dark beer, but it's not. It's just hold it light, and it's, you know, like an amber color, but very dark amber. Like, I don't know how well you can see. I mean, so dark the phone doesn't even shine through, but hey, at least you can't see through it. You know, a lot of people complain about that. It's got some studs going on. I pull up Beer Advocate on my phone. Dang it, thought I had already had a tab open, but apparently not. Beer Advocate Portland Noble Scot. Okay, that work. Alright, I'll just take a sip right now. It's the only word I can really use to describe it. It tastes kind of sour. I mean, if you've had Old Milwaukee, it kind of smells like that. Anyways, bottoms up. It is a dark beer, but it doesn't have your typical darkness to it. It doesn't taste like coffee. It just tastes like a dark ale. I guess if that makes any sense. I'm not really a beer expert. It's hard for me to describe it. Noble Scot. By the way, I've seen this for a while at grocery outlet, and I thought, oh well, there's already 7 here. You know, I won't get it this time. It's $7.29 for a 6-pack. So I'll just wait. I'll just wait. Maybe next time we'll go. I went there next time. No, not this time. Well, the third time I went there. The last time I was there, I think a week ago, probably. There was only 2 left, 2 6-packs. So I figured, well, I almost got Victoria for Cinco de Mayo, like I really care. I mean, I had tacos, but other than that, I can't remember what I had instead. But oh well, not important. Yeah. But then I found out that Victoria was only 4%. I think I made a good choice with this one. It's not bad. It's very thin, but it's not clear. As you can tell, it's pretty dark, but not super dark. But I'm not really getting any caramel. The toasted barley, whatever. I guess I could see that. Let's see what Beer Advocate gives it. Beer Advocate gives it 81. The Bros have no score. And the reader average review is 3.56. Seems like everything's on 3.56 anymore. That's what I think the Armory XPA was. That's what Newcastle was. That's probably what Beck's was. But yeah, it seems to have decent reviews. Oh yeah, it was discontinued for fall. It's only for fall, and they still had it. It's only 25 IBUs, which is not very bitter at all. The average person should have a problem with this. I mean, unless they can't get over the smell, or they just don't like dark beers at all. They might not like it, I guess. But it's kind of hard for me to understand why somebody would not like a certain beer. But I don't know. I pretty much like everything to a certain point, except for usually what I have the problem with is the pricing. Like, for example, I've said it a million times before, but Dos Equis, it's not really a bad beer, but it's not worth the price. I mean, it's a super thin, easy to drink beer, but for $2.40, or $2.60, whatever, depends on where you go, it's just a super thin beer that has like no beer taste, so it's totally not worth the price. And same goes for Dos Equis Amber. In a way, that was kind of worse because I was expecting something better with it being amber, but no. I mean, if you're way cheaper, you get this stuff, Killian's Best, not Killian's Best, that's Milwaukee's Best, Killian's Irish Red, and this is $1 bottle. It's six pack, 604 after deposit. That's not bad. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm more or less complain about beers that have that are just overpriced. Beck's, it's not really worth that much in my opinion or whatever. But the one that actually two of them, I used to not really care and I could drink Miller. Now I'm like, I don't really want to drink this. And same with Coors. I think I would rather drink a Busch than a Coors. I don't know if it's the rice thing or if it's just so thin and watery. I've had so many better things, and I don't really drink that much, so I'd rather have something I'd actually like versus something so watery and just bland, I guess. But yeah, the user ratings are pretty good. I'll read one. Get one. It's like the taste. Big and malty, very rich beer, and it finishes sweet with a touch of hops. The body is rich and slightly astringent, but not deterrent. Tastes good. What's M? Chewy. Oh, mouthfeel. It feels good, though. Very smooth. Alright, so enough. The video is about 10 minutes long. Enough, Beer Advocate looking up. And it's got some pretty decent reviews. Some are lower, but the average is 3.5. That ain't bad. This beer, if I see it again, I probably wouldn't get it, because it doesn't really strike, it doesn't really, it doesn't really impress me that great. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not amazing to me. And that funky smell, it's weird. Like, if you ever had an old beer, which I have, I've had a Busch that was sitting out in the barn for I don't know how long, maybe a couple of years, and I'm like, I may drink that, and I cracked it open, I drank it, and then I just chugged it without thinking about it, and then it almost seems like I started to get like, not hallucinating, but like I started to get a buzz or something, not a drunk buzz, but like I started to get high. It was weird. I probably won't do that again. I've had a couple old beers. I've had an old bottled Budweiser that's been stashed in here for who knows how long. But back to this. This is pretty good, but it's not amazing. I got it for $7 and $7.29. That's what it was. It reminds me a lot of Newcastle, actually. This is basically Beck's, and where's the dark beer? This is not true, but it's just an example, because this is all I have an arm's length reach. This right next to me. Oh, there is back there somewhere. Oh, I'm over it. Guinness, but like for 3 of these to like 1 of these, maybe it's sort of like to 1 bottle, it's like maybe that much. Maybe it's like very faint, but at the same time, that's what I like about Newcastle. I mean, I had no idea what it tastes like. I had no idea what to expect, but then I actually had it, and I actually liked it more than I do Beck's. It's not worth the price by any means. This is $2.80, and it's not even 22 ounces. It's like 18 ounces or something like that. I mean, look at the comparison. Way smaller. But anyways, this is. I was saying. Well, I don't know. I'm losing my train of thought. I give this a. I don't know if I want to give an 8 or 7.9. I'll give it a 7. How about a 7.8? Because, well, I don't know. I don't really. It's not really a bad beer. There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't see myself coming back to it. Like Pine Mountain Pilsner, I'll buy that again sometime. Oktoberfest, if I ever see it again, I'll buy it sometime. I love Oktoberfest styles. Guinness is expensive. I might buy it sometime, but it's so expensive, and it's 11.5 ounce. That's a bummer, but it's I guess all it comes down to is if you want a Scottish ale. And I've never really thought about it. I like this one, but it's like I tried it. I'm good. I don't need to have it anymore. I want to try something else I haven't had. That's my angle. I give it a 7, 8.5. I guess 7.85. It's really good, but I think I might get sick of it if I had too much of it. I don't know if I could get sick of this stuff. I did not want to. I had it for like 2 weeks. I had one, and then I gave one to my grandfather. I think I gave one to my mom, but she like fell asleep, and I ended up drinking the rest of it because I'm not going to let it go to waste. $7.29 a 6-pack or whatever it was. I'm not going to let it go to waste. But for this, basically, if you like a thin, dark beer, go ahead and pick this up if you ever find it. Me, if it comes to dark beer, I'd be happy with let's see, what's one I have for an example. Oh, I'll just pick up my camera. I'm not taking the bottles down. I like these two. Blackbeet Porter and Portland Black Watch Cream Porter. Those are two really good. And they're Blackbeet Porter is probably about $3.50. So I don't know how much, if that's about the same. But the Portland, that's $2.50. That's not bad. Well, I guess there's also Mississippi Mud. I guess this is sort of like Mississippi Mud, but a tad more hoppier, I think. I don't know. Because I had my Mississippi Mud when it was half frozen. But if you like dark beers, you should try this out. If you don't, then you wouldn't. But yeah, I give it 7.9. I don't know what else is there to say about it. And now I can display this somewhere in my man cave. That's my review. I'm sorry I didn't really have like much to say other than it's a thin dark beer, but that's all it is. It's a thin light beer with a funky taste, a funky smell. If I had somebody in here to review it with me, I'd have might have a better idea of what it tastes like to have more than one person's opinion. But so long for this episode. I'll see you next time.